Alright, welcome on in everyone to another episode of First CSP, a channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shoulder patch issued from each council in Scouting America, both past and present. Today we're going to take a look at Boston Minuteman 227. This council was originally formed in 1993 as the merger of Greater Boston and Minuteman councils. It lasted all the way up until 2015 when it merged with Yankee Clipper to form Spirit of Adventure. Alright, heading on over to the patch table, here we have the S1 with its gold mylar border, light blue, dark blue sky with horizontal stitched sun and moon, and most specifically a 93 on the far right in white and a light gray BSA. Where's the BSA? Oh, smokes, it's in the building. And a light gray BSA in the building. It is a plastic backed patch for the S1. They did go on to essentially reproduce this patch for their S2. The S2 had two varieties, A and B. We happen to have a B here. The difference between the S2 A and B is going to be the stitching on the sun and moon. If you have horizontal stitching like the S1 was, then you would have an S2A. If you have vertical stitching that you see here in the sun and the moon, that's going to be an S2B. Kind of harder to note that there's no 93 if it's behind my head. So there is an S2B. They also still list the light gray BSA. It's a little harder to see here in the building, although what's funny enough, it's a little smaller. It's stitched a little better. But yeah, BSA is in the building for both of those. The main difference between an S1 and an S2 is going to be this 93. This S2 happens to just be a cloth back on the S2B. I do not know if the S2As were generally cloth or plastic backed. Again, our S1, you can kind of hear it, is a plastic back patch. We do get slightly different gold mylars between the two. This is more kind of traditional gold, and this goes a lot more towards the yellow hues. Count that out a little bit between the two, but obviously the main distinction is going to be the 93 identifying the S1. So that is the first issue for Boston Minuteman Council. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. We'll be back again tomorrow with another brand new episode of First CSP. Until then, I want to thank you all for tuning in. We hope to see you tomorrow, but until then, have a great rest of your day.